So as a lot of us have heard,
the Taupe Haze Air Jordan 4 is a poor man's Travis Scott 4.
To the average consumer, there are a lot of similarities, but in today's video, I'm going to show you how there are so many differences and why we should appreciate both sneakers for what they are. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification for every time I upload a new video, and make sure you hit that like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. So quick backstory before we get started with the comparisons, and I'll show you guys the results, what everybody thinks about both shoes at the end of the video as well. But basically, this was the GR release semi-limited Air Jordan 4 Taupe Haze. These released a couple months ago, and we saw the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 surface around 2017-2018 era. The Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 is a sample exclusive to family and friend members only and very hard to find. When we talk about numbers, this sneaker right here is worth roughly around $250 to $350 depending on the size and who you're selling to. Now on this Travis Scott 4, we're talking somewhere around $20,000 to $30,000. So just based off of price alone, this is easily gonna weed out a lot of people from either being able to afford or want to even spend that type of money on a shoe. So we don't typically get to see comparisons like this on the internet, so I want to make sure that I give you guys a full in-depth review between both shoes, showing you the similarities and differences, and as to why the regular consumer may think this is like that version, or why they say it's the poor man's Travis Scott. But in my opinion, these shoes are completely different. So like I do with all my other reviews, we're gonna start with the outsole and work our way up, talk about styles, cuts, and materials, all those fancy things. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the outsole, as you can see, there are some obvious differences between the color blocking and then the colors that are used on the two shoes. You got an infrared 23 hit here on the Jumpman and the ball of the foot, white pod in the center, and all black murdered out on the herringbone around the shoe. Now looking at the Travis Scott, on the heel and the toe of the foot you have a brown color, and then on the midfoot of the shoe you have an all black herringbone with a white pod and a red Jumpman. So the only thing that could potentially be similar is the color blocking around the center of the foot. Working our way up to the midsoles and the toe of the foot, you have an all black rubber here on the Taupe Haze 4, and then on the Travis Scott you have a two-tone brown with the black rubber here on the toe. Going to the midsoles, it does look kind of similar, but one thing that you can definitely see that stands out is here on the front of the toe you have a black pod, and here on the Travis Scott you have more of a sail colored pod. Also, something that really sticks out as well is when you put these side by side, you can definitely see the color tone difference between the two. This one kind of has a blue undertone, and this is more of a sail undertone on the Travis Scott. Looking at the back end of the shoe, the only thing that is really similar between these two is the black back tab. Besides that, you have a Taupe Haze Jumpman here on the back tab of the GR, and then when it comes to the Travis Scott, you have a red hit here with the Cactus Jack and a Nike Air. I personally love the hits on the back of this shoe right here, but again, it's not taken away from this one because I love this shoe for what it is as well. The Taupe Haze 4 comes standard with a pair of regular black laces, no extra lace or no hang tag. When you look at the Cactus Jack Air Jordan 4, you have a set of black laces with an additional Cactus Jack hang tag matching the materials on the upper. Looking at the sock liner, you have a black mesh here on the Taupe Haze and a black leather here on the Cactus Jack. So when it comes to material comparisons alone, you're gonna see a lot of differences that are a lot more premium on the Cactus Jack, simply because they didn't have to make nearly as many pairs as they did the Taupe Haze, and when it comes to cost and everything like that, you can understand why they wouldn't be able to step that same type of energy on this shoe and have the same retail price. Something that really stands out to me as well is you have a black mesh with a Taupe Haze net over the top, and this one is kind of flipped the other way. You have a brown mesh with a black net over the top of that one. So it's kind of like those flip-flop vibes. One has one has the other. Another super dope hit that I think is another premium step up when it comes to the shoe is the eyelets here. It's kind of got like that translucent marble kind of look with the black and the brown kind of speckled within the eyelets, and then on here you have your classic all black plastic Air Jordan 4 eyelets. Looking at the tongue, you can see there are two completely different styles with this as well. They go with the classic retro style Air Jordan 4 cut on the tongue for the Cactus Jack, and on the Taupe Haze they're going with the newer era OG look of the Air Jordan 4 tongue. We've seen this a lot on the Retro 3 and the Retro 4, and I definitely plan on seeing a lot more of this in the future. Another super dope thing that I love about the Taupe Haze is it's kind of got two different vibes when it comes to the materials on the upper. This flaky material that you see around the toe, the eyelets, and the tongue of the shoe actually flakes all the way off and rubs off as you wear it, or you can take it off yourself, and it has another set of a tone underneath that that's a little bit lighter than the upper here on the Taupe Haze 4. So that can kind of give you like one of those, you know, Lance Mountain vibes or something like that, LA to Chicago type Air Jordan 1 things, or kind of wear it and beat it up and kind of create its new own little character to the shoe. So I definitely like that aspect about this sneaker. Now when it comes to the upper and the materials on the toe box and everything everything like that, you can definitely feel the difference as you touch the materials right here, seeing the brush strokes from the finger compared to not really seeing it that much. And when it comes to the color of the material, I had a hard time deciding if I wanted to use the lighter pair or the darker pair to do the comparison with this video with, but I feel like the darker pair is just a little bit darker, and this one actually has a little bit more of a similarity just because this one's a lot lighter. If you want to see a comparison between the dark pair and the lighter pair, they are pretty similar, but there are definitely some differences between these two shoes as well. So if you want to see that comparison, drop a comment down below in the comment section. I think pretty much the last thing I need to mention that I haven't really covered yet is the insoles. You have an infrared 23 insole with the black Jumpman here on the Taupe Haze 4, and then on the Cactus Jack, you have a Cactus Jack here on the right foot, and then you have Travis Scott here on the left foot, and it's all white on the insole. So after seeing all these different comparisons and the shots, the in-hand looks and everything with the styles, cuts, materials, color blocking, schemes, just everything about the shoes, how do you feel about the two shoes now? And if you haven't seen my Taupe Haze Air Jordan 4 review, go ahead and check that out. In that review, I was saying the same thing. Don't compare the two shoes. I think they're completely different. Every shoe is unique for its own reason. If it was the same shoe, they would call it the same shoe, but it's not. So I wouldn't say call it the poor man's this or anything like that. I think they're all unique for their own reasons, and let every shoe be dope for their own reasons. So I posted a poll on my IG story. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls and see the results here. But basically, I asked a simple question: which shoe do you guys like more? And honestly, the results were very, very surprising to me. I thought it was gonna be like 80-20, but it's actually really close. 56% of the people chose the Cactus Jack Air Jordan 4, and 44% of the people chose the Taupe Haze. Now, that says a lot, right? Because you're talking about literally a $200 or a $300 shoe, and then you're talking about a $20,000 shoe, and look at the opinions right there. So price does not always matter. Because a shoe is exclusive or very expensive does not mean it's always dope. Every expensive shoe out there is not dope. So definitely always take that into consideration when you're buying sneakers. Buy what you like and not what everybody else likes. So if you guys want to see the comparison with the darker pair compared to the lighter pair, let me know down below in the comment section. We could also do the pair with the black midsole with a different back tab, or the other pair with the black midsole and the other back tab. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll try to get a video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you in another one. All right, I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address, and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.